Amen, somebody? Amen. So now, am I boring you? No. You sure? Yes. Now, oh, yeah. The body is fighting an internal war. And here, thank you, God. The very spirit that you feel in an atmosphere when you walk in is the spirit that has to fight the most to stay in position. So when you walk through these doors and you instantly feel love, honestly, you got to understand that there's some battles going on the home front that's trying to take that down. Why? Because if I go to the gym and I work my left arm out all the time, it's going to be bigger than my right arm. It's going to have more definition than my why? Because it's getting the most work. So when you walk in a place, it's always irritating. It's telling you that somebody's not dealing with some consequences in their own home. Whatever spirit is in there is a spirit that has taken up residence and said, this is my house. So when you walk into a place and there's a glory of God, they're understanding that somebody had to be praying, somebody had to be fasting, somebody had to be warring, somebody had to be fighting. That's why when you're in the body of Christ and your body is healthy and your body is in line, unclean spirits cannot just ease up into your body and feel comfortable. Right. That was good. I thought I missed something. They can't just ease up in there and feel right at home. Why? Because the antibodies say, we ain't going to point y'all physically, but I know how to start praying right here. I've had opportunities where I've had some old evil-looking teenagers sitting on the back row, and they were sitting down, and they just mean. They were 17, 18, 19 years old, and I stood back there on that back row, and I just looked down the row, and I seen that old evil spirit just sitting there doing worship service, just. And they didn't even know it. I stood right beside them, and I started praying in my language, and I started looking at them and just started praying, smiling and just praying. And before you know it, they got uncomfortable. They got uneasy. You start seeing them move around. You start seeing them look up. Then before you know it, somebody's feet start tapping. Then next thing you know, somebody start rocking. Still looking mad, but you can look mad, but your body's still doing this. You don't even know why you're rocking. But your spirit is saying, you better get it right. Better cry something. We don't want him coming over here. Because I will walk down that aisle and get you. Oh, yeah, I will. Simply because I cannot afford to have something that is against God sitting in the midst of God's people and feeling like they belong. No, you don't belong here. Not the person, but the spirit. And see, that's the biggest issue that many people are too busy attacking the person and letting the spirit run free. The person don't know that they're out of line with God. Now watch this. The body itself, the body of Christ. The body of Christ is experiencing an internal war. We established that the attack is not coming from the outside, but it's an attack coming from the inside, right? Now, what happens when you start thinking about on the inside? Why is the body fighting against itself? In medical terminology, that's called an autoimmune disease. It's autoimmune disease. It's when the body starts attacking itself. That happens physically. And they say, what? Ain't this ironic? How one of the diseases that's in an autoimmune disease is Graves' disease. What's a grave? It's what you put in when you're dead. So autoimmune disease is when the body, the antibodies in the body are starting to attack the body. Why? Because it says the antibodies can't tell an intruder from the real thing. Oh my God. So instead of just attacking the intruder, it started attacking what looks like the real thing, what looks like an intruder, and can't really tell that it's a part of the body, but it just looked like an intruder. See, that's what we've done. We've gone into the world and we brought everything from the world into the church. So therefore we don't know what to attack because what's in the church looks just like what's in the world. just like the world. And here's the biggest lie from the pit of hell. Sometimes we don't speak out against the evil because we know our own dirt. Well, I can't really say nothing about nobody else because I know I got my own fault. God gave me the power that I got to speak out on some things.
Yeah.
But here it is. When I speak out on something, that holds me accountable for what I'm doing. Now, so the church itself is suffering from an autoimmune disease. Attacking itself because it can't tell the difference in what's outside and what's inside. So we attack each other because somebody physically or visually did something that we think is outside the will of God.
Yeah.
And anytime you start doing stuff, I told you, if the spotlight was on you 24/7, would you be found faithful in everything that you do? No, you wouldn't. So therefore, I can't rebuke somebody that I have no relationship with. Because I know you. I can come to you and say, hey, bro, that ain't right. That ain't cool. You wrong. I can't go over to Mesquite Friendship and pull Deacon Williams off the front row and be like, hey, that ain't right. He's going to be like, who are you? Because I'm not assigned to him. Y'all making me work. Now. Oh, yeah, that's it. Watch this. How autoimmune disease, how does it get in the body? I was doing some research and some study, and one doctor said autoimmune disease in the physical body is born when the antibodies are fighting heavily. Now, let's flip that to spiritual. Autoimmune disease within the church is born when the antibodies are always in warfare. In warfare against what we believe is the devil. You understand? And sometimes we attack each other thinking it's the devil, and now we're fighting against ourselves. Right. Now what got me, it says they are born. In other words, there has to be a seed. Right. And in order for a seed to be present, there has to be communication. There has to be planning. There has to be plotting. The devil's attack on you ain't just happening just because he thought about it. That's why Jesus said, he says, I am not the author of confusion. In other words, there is an author of it. I'm just not it. An author writes stuff down. So every time you fall and your reaction to it, guess what old Lucifer doing? He's been taking notes on you since you were a child. And he's been afraid of you since you were a child. Every time he sees you coming, he knows you're coming because he sees you before you see him, because he knows what God put in you. That's why he messed with you when you were a baby, because he knew what you were going to turn out to be. So I need to get them when they're kids. Plant the seed in them when they're little. So by the time they get grown, they don't see the seed. All they see is the fruit. And they'll continue to pick the fruit without ever plucking up the seed. Anytime you go out there and you start cutting the tree branches down, within the next couple of weeks, next months, or whatever, it's going to have some new leaves on it. Why? Because the seed is still in the ground. Now, an autoimmune disease, and there has to be, it said it is born. In other words, it's born. It's a seed planted. Nobody bothered to take out the seed. And y'all wonder why every time something, even the smallest thing happen here, I'm on it. Amen. I see one kid roll their eyes at another kid. I'm like, what's that all about? Oh, kid, now you shut up. You don't know what this will turn out to be later on. Because the only thing it takes is one. And as long as you let it sit there in the next 10 years, you got to realize all your little kids going to be grown kids that started off not liking each other that Sunday when she rolled her eyes and didn't like her and looked up and down. Now they grown acting a fool at church because you didn't handle it when they were kids. It's not cute. When you're getting your child's attention and they're pulling away from you, I wish they would. Because what happens when they're 12 and 13 years old? Okay, fine. Seed. As minor as it is, the devil ain't going to give you a seed that's so big where you recognize what it is. It's going to be something that you're going to overlook because to you it ain't about nothing. In this life, everything is about something. Amen. Okay. Even how you got your hair braided, it's about something. Oh, it ain't? You didn't like it? Why you get it done then? It's about something, even if it's just about your self-esteem. It's about something.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So now, I'm going to wrap this up since I'm losing y'all, which is cool, because I'm off to a time. Now, I've been working. Y'all be looking at me like, y'all been asleep all night.